This short video will teach you about complete sentences. A complete sentence must always have three things. It must always contain a subject, it must always contain a verb, and it must always express a complete idea. If one or more of those elements is missing, you have what's known as a sentence fragment or an incomplete sentence. It means the same thing. The subject is the person, place, object, or topic that the sentence is about. In a sentence, you can either have a subject that's singular or it can be plural, so it can be about one thing or multiple things. A verb makes an assertion about a subject, and there are two types of verbs that we'll cover here. A linking verb connects the subject to a word that renames, describes, or defines the subject. An example would be the verb is. She is beautiful. Okay, so she is the subject, is would be the linking verb, and it connects the subject to a word that renames, describes, or defines the subject. So beautiful describes the subject. An action verb shows the behavior or action of a subject. So action verbs are just what they sound like. Examples would include run, walk, hop. Okay, those are all things that show behavior or action. A complete sentence always needs to express a complete idea. So look at the difference between these two ideas. We left after halftime. That contains a complete idea. We understand what's going on there. Since the score was 45-0. If you looked at that sentence all by itself, it doesn't make any sense, does it? It's not really a complete idea. If you don't know what's contained in that sentence labeled 1, then you don't know what's going on. If you just saw what's labeled sentence 2, you wouldn't understand what's happening. So that is not a complete idea. Correcting fragments is sometimes as simple as joining the two pieces together. Other times, it's best to insert the missing elements. Okay, so let's look and see if you can figure out if these are complete sentences or not. To protect a home from damage in windstorms. You're right if you said that no, that is not a complete idea. It's not a complete sentence. Let's try this one. Install impact-resistant shutters over all large windows and glass doors. And you're right if you said that that is a complete sentence. This statement has a subject, it has a verb, and it expresses a complete idea. Let's try one more. They can reduce damage from windborne objects. And again, you're right if you said that that was a complete sentence. The statement has a subject, a verb, and it expresses a complete idea. For more information, check out the online writing lab at Purdue. It's an excellent resource that you can find assistance for many issues related to grammar, punctuation, etc.